And we've got some more incredible men here. Let's check out why Crystal believes her man, Shomari, deserves to be the most romantic man in America.
Hi Steve, my name is Crystal and I'm sending this video to you to nominate my husband, Shomari, as the most romantic man in America. You see, Shomari is a reporter. He's often dealing with stories of tragedy and chaos, the kind of stories that can easily break a grown man down. But not my Shomari. He is the strongest, funnier than funniest, and most positive man I know. I know that his work as a reporter can often get really hectic, but at home, he always ensures that our lives is the total opposite. He makes sure that our headlines always continue to read pure romance, love, and happiness.
Well, please welcome Crystal and her husband, Shomari.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your story goes back 23 years.
23 years, yes. So Shomari and I met when we were kids in Detroit. I was about 12, 13, and he was, oh my gosh, those pictures.
Shomari.
And he was, 14. But yeah, we met as kids in Detroit, and for that, I consider him my first love. But he moved away, and I was so sad and cried terribly that day. I still remember it. But then we just, life goes on. We eventually lost touch. And I thought about him through the years. I just figured I'd never see him again. But just when I thought I'd never see him again, at this point, I'm living in D.C. I had on the news. I stepped away to go to the kitchen, and I hear this deep voice. And I was immediately drawn back to the television. And then I realized he was there in D.C., and I about lost it, absolutely lost it. I think my neighbors were trying to figure out what was all that noise. And so I found him on Facebook and sent him a message. And we met up, and we were engaged 4 months after that. And then married an additional 4 months after that. So it was about 8 months.
I didn't waste any time, Steve.
What was that like, man, when you saw her again for the first time? What was that like?
I was just stunned. I was like, oh my gosh, it's you. And we hugged, because you got to keep in mind, this is 23 years. So
really?
A long time.
You hadn't even seen each other?
No. And what are the odds that she would also be in Washington, D.C., and I'm in D.C.? It's just, It's God.
Yeah, man. How do you let Crystal know you love her?
Crystal works very hard, and sometimes, as we know, some of these jobs can be stressful. She comes home, and I make sure that the house is always clean for her before we get to the other things. So I make sure that I mop the floors, I vacuum, because we have 2 cats.
And a dog.
And Steve?
Yes, he does.
Stop. 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 Don't go home and ask your man to do that. Okay. This is a beautiful story. This is not your story. Yeah. Drum roll, please. Who's the most romantic man in America? Crystal's husband, Shomari. Crystal and Shomari. Big hand for Daniel and Josh, Haley and Tyson. You all have a great trip, man. Enjoy yourself. Everybody's in love. We'll be right back, folks.